Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome back to the Sim Shack, and of course, welcome back to me, Sim UK. I'm in a bit of a rush at the moment because I believe we have hit or are approaching the time to start harvesting, and it's important that I jump in and get that done. I'm not sure why my screen isn't showing up. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Check your flipping time, why don't you? Right, let's jump on. So I don't know if anybody's here. Let's have a look. Is anybody here? Any movement? I don't see any movement. Our farm looks a little bit hickledy-pickledy. Everyone else's looks really neat and tidy. There's something going on here. What's going on here? Have we got a new farm starting? I'm not sure. I think maybe that might be Rum. Yeah. So Rum sort of joined us late, so hasn't really been able to do very much. But anyway, I am going to... I wish I could start somewhere other than here. I have to start parking my tractor there when I end the game so I can just jump in it and run over. I hate tabbing into vehicles. You know what I'm like for my realism. I like realism. So hang on, my recording is absolutely awful today. Seems to be dropping FPS all over the place. Not sure what's going on there. Hopefully it'll settle itself down. Keeping an eye on it. Oh, hello. Rum Guzzler has joined the server. Guzzler has joined the server. Right, so I've got a few little buildings over here. Yesterday I put a light in just to highlight this end of my farm. There's nothing in these buildings yet, but there will be soon. Wow, look at this grass. It's fully grown again. So we can definitely chop this down and get that sorted. Let's have a little look. See if there's anything on sale. Oh, wrong place. Oh, what we got here? Cotton tag trailer. And a mower to cut grass. 6,300. Huh. Now that very much looks like it'll be hanging out the back of my tractor. So I could theoretically use that. What I really need is a better tractor. But I've only got 142,000 left, so I've got to be a bit careful. Right, let's go have a look at our field, shall we? Wondering if I should put some lights over here. So bad news, really bad news. Oh, pH value is bad. It's 6.1 instead of 7. Nitrogen level is bad. It's like half what it's supposed to be. Expected yield 71%. 10 to a hectare. Don't know what that means. Yield potential 89%. So 70 to 89% yield. So we're not going to get a great yield. Yield potential here is 125%, 110%. So... but not there. Oh, that's interesting. So because we've got the precise... What do they call it? The precise farming something or other? I forget what it's called now. We've got this new thing here. And I've got silty clay. It's like the worst possible land type you could have. But I've got some loam. Now, I didn't notice that the other day. I've got a segment of loam here. So I wonder if I put a field in across here, that might be all loam. I might be getting lucky with a bit of loam. Loam will give you the best return on your harvest. You can see they've got loads of loam, these two. Not sure. That looks like loam, maybe. Not sure what's going on there. And a very interesting Oh, I see what he's done. He's done a bit there, a bit there, a bit there, a bit there. So he's all loam. Yeah. So Stu's fine. Tony, I'm not quite sure about. Rum hasn't even got that far yet. And Spike and the Doc. I'm just trying to remember. Is that this? Is that? Yeah, that's Doc there. That's Spike. So they're looking pretty good. So I'm the only one that's really going to suffer. So I think what I might do is get the silage stuff sorted out again, and then look to put another field in. But yeah, sorry, what I meant to check. Oh, so many things going on in my head right now. Not just my daughter's ill as well, so I'm a little bit distracted by that. But so it's still growing, still growing. Still growing. Okay, so I thought they were going to be ready to harvest. So let's check here. Oh, we're in April. We're in April. So, yeah. No, there's nothing for me to do until July. Oh, no, barley, June. So in June, I can start harvesting. Okay, so I'm a little way off that then. So it is going to be a grass harvest today. That's fine. I need to get lucky with the tractor. Oh, that's nice as well. That's nice for 25 grand. See, unfortunately, the tractor I bought does not have a 3-point hitch at the front. And as much as I love this tractor, 3709 Al Massey, the old Massey Ferguson. I mean, that's a spectacular tractor. I really, really like it. I don't know why it's so clean. I haven't cleaned it. I don't know if someone cleaned it. But yes, I could definitely do with a bigger tractor. Ideally, I don't want to get rid of this one because it's useful for all those other little jobs, but at the same time, I do need to think about getting a proper tractor. Just got to keep my eyes on this and try and grab something great when it comes up. I guess then we need to go loan a tractor. Should I get a large tractor? I don't want to destroy my crops. Maybe there's a way of not destroying your crops. 247. 217. Wow, that's an interesting looking thing. So the cheapest tractor that we've got available at the moment is the John Deere 7R series. That's a 388 horsepower tractor. What is that like to lease? Oh, that's expensive. It's going to be like 8 grand. What about the most expensive tractor? 130, 145, 180, 185, 190, 202, 216. Okay, don't need anything like that. I do like the New Hollands. That's pumping out 273 horsepower. What's that like to lease? Damn, it's about the same price. Perhaps I just don't need something quite that big. So this really old Massey what's this? Asaria Pro Compact. Oh my god. I didn't know you could get that. I bet you, I don't know if the guys know you can get that. The Asaria Pro Compact detects the real nitrogen demand of your crops. Whilst driving with this sensor over your field, you'll get more precise information of the nitrogen that is required. With this information, the fertilization will be more accurate and result in a higher yield. Compared to the Isara Proactive, this sensor can only be used at daytime. That's not a big loss, is it? But how expensive is that? That's 15 grand just for that. Wide tyres, narrow tyres. Trailborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas. Have they got a narrow? So they don't have a narrow. Wow. Okay, Verdstein have narrow. So I could buy that for 100,000. That's going to pretty much put me cash broke. Or I could just rent it for 2 grand. And then it's 2,000 per working hour. So it's going to cost me 5 grand. Oh. I'm so tempted to go for it. I really am. Oh, look, there's my flipping trailer for 10 grand. That's the exact same one I own. I can't remember what I paid for it now. Hopefully no more than that. I think what I might do... what I might do... Let me think here. Let me think a second. Is that trailer still on sale? 25 grand. I was thinking I could load that up with bales. I could go sell those bales. That's probably about 50 grand. No, probably about 25 grand, 30 grand. So that would give me 170. But I've got to get a bigger tractor because this tractor just, as much as I love looking at it, it doesn't actually work very well as a tractor. I have to have this whopping great big weight on the back just to stop the front from tipping over every 3 seconds. Right, so I own that, and I own that. And I own that. That's got quite a bit of damage on it, apparently. Oh, look, there's things coming in all the time. What's this? Shallow cultivator. One thing the guys bought that actually quite intrigued me was a plough that is square. Crikey. I have no idea which one that would be. I mean, that's a very narrow plough. But that'll work on literally any... Right, so that's a small attacher type. That's a big. Small, big. So, okay. That one looks like it expands outwards. So which one were they using that's square? Oh, I think it's this one. That's 17 grand, that is. But it just does a straight... I really like that. I actually like that more than my own. So I could get 11 grand back for that. And then that's only going to cost me 6 grand. Oh, and you can have it wider. You can have a 9 meters. That's kind of exciting. That looks a bit lethal, doesn't it? I like that. I quite like that. I'm definitely taken with that. So that's going to be closer to 20 grand, but so tempted. Oh, hang on. I thought that had changed. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to be really geeky and weird and just sit here and watch the sales come in until I see something I really want. And then I'm going to go for it. Sorry to waste your time. 15 minutes of thinking. But you got to get on the farm to think. You really can't. I mean, I had plans today, but I'm about 2 months early, so it kind of changed everything. All right, I'm going to sit here until I find something good. Well, I've been pondering and patiently waiting and thinking about what to do. I've got an idea now, but I'm still going to need. I am going to need to buy a bigger tractor. But I've just realised that we've run out of food for the chickens, so I need to sort that out immediately. So if I just go into here, big bags, and look for chicken feed. Wheat is chicken feed. So I can buy 2 of those. And apparently I've got a few eggs. I've not really been looking, but yeah, apparently I've got a few eggs. I've got like 4 loads of eggs there. Not quite sure what to do with that. How to pick it up per se, or how to sell it. I mean, if I grab, it says object too heavy. So I guess I'm supposed to pick that up with the tractor, with the front loader? I don't know. Let's give it a try. Start the engine up. For some reason my head tracking isn't working. Because I didn't press the start button, that's why. Right. Headlights on. Make that nice and narrow. We'll go and try and pick up some eggs. Ourselves into gear. We're getting that grass trimmed down there so I can see better. Right, let me jump out a second. So we're about lined up, but I need to bring that up and that down. Ooh. We're almost on it, aren't we? There you go. Got 710 eggs on there. That's half full. If I just lift those up and back out very carefully. Fingers crossed. We'll make a few quid. I'm not quite sure where to sell the eggs, if I'm being honest. I'm going to get a proper road in here. Tidy this all up. I actually don't know where to sell this. I really genuinely don't know where to sell it. 158 in sold products. What did I sell? Can't go. Oh, it does go there. There you go. Hey, we did all right there. How much did I just make out of the eggs? Finances. Is it that one? No. Which one? Which one is bloody finances? That one? So we've just made 626. That's not bad, is it? So we could be making about 1,000 out of those chickens in time. All right, let's make this wider. Come on now. I've done this before. I know it works. Look at that. Lovely stuff. I just need to line myself up. Delightful. I love this game sometimes. The stuff it does well, it does really well. The stuff it doesn't do very well, it really doesn't do very well. And it could do so much better. But anyway. I definitely waited too long to feed my chickens, so I feel bad. It's not a good farmer. Means I do have to come into the game perhaps a little bit more often, or just make sure that there's enough food there to last whilst I'm away. I can't see a thing. So in theory, I should just be able to feed them up here without too much. Oh, I think that just put that in the thing. I think that just chucked that in the storage. That's slightly irritating. Right. So I just got to lower this at the right height in the right place. That's, I think, how it works. There we go. So whilst that's filling up, I'll come round here and grab the wheat out and try not to drive over that. It's kind of comical, really, that I did that. See, that looks like it's in alignment there. Game doesn't agree. There we go. So for little jobs around the farm like this, this is the perfect tractor. It's not too big, it's not too cumbersome, it's not too wide. As long as it's got a weight on the back, it won't fall over. But for anything else, it really doesn't quite tick the box. Right, there you go. Sorry about that, chicks. How are they doing for food now? How do I check their food situation? There we go. So their health is pretty bad, down to 20%. Productivity is down to 20%, but they have at least got some grain. So I'll check on them again, and hopefully their health will have improved. Pretty bad of me having not flipping fed them. Crikey Moses, can't steer today. I'm trying to avoid the chickens, that's part of the problem. Don't worry about the chickens. Chickens get out of the way. That's a much better way of parking. Right, engine off. I'm going to have to think about getting some fuel in that tractor. What we got? Anything? Nothing at all. Not one thing. Right. So what I'm thinking is, I found a tractor I like. It's this Massey here. So it's got the front hitch. I don't need to have a front loader on it. I don't need the Asario. But I am going to go for narrow tyres. Let's see how much that is. That's going to cost me £5,000. So I'm going to go for that. I've got the mower. And what I'm going to do instead this time, even though it's just started raining, which is a bit frustrating. I was going to mow the grass and put it into... the health is coming up already. That's good. I was going to mow the grass and put the grass straight into bales, but if the bales get wet, I don't think... The baler I was going to use doesn't have a wrapper, I don't think. I don't know if I'm right or wrong in that. I mean, we've got loads of silage, but... Oh, that was the other thing. I was going to see if I could bale it up as grass, not wrapped, and put it in the silage thing. I don't know if you could do that. I don't know if you can do that. So that was kind of going to be my experimentation, so to speak. It's supposed to be dry, look. From 10 o'clock... Yeah. So about 10 o'clock it's going to dry. Oh, there you go. 10 o'clock already. So I need to hurry up and get on this if I'm going to do it. Hate this camera on this thing. Right, let's go. Right, so there's the lovely Massey. This is what I want to buy. Ideally, I want to buy it used, so I can save myself a few quid. But anyway, can't do that right now. So I've got the mower, so I just need to think about Do I get a baler off the back? Baler. Where's the flipping baler? And then I'm going to pick it all up with the bale loader. That's the idea. So look, this is 22,000, this one. And it pumps out rectangular 120 centimetre square bales. That's like twice the price, does 125 centimetre round bales. But I'm not sure if that also wraps it. A baler turns loose straw, grass or hay into convenient bales. Bales. A bale wrapper packs grass bales into foils so they can ferment into silage. A baler. So these are all bale wrappers. So they wrap. But this is really cheap. And it doesn't require a lot of horsepower. I don't know if some of these big ones do they? Yeah, look, 230, 250, 150. Is this a wrapper? So this is the first wrapper. It's 80 grand and requires 145 horsepower. So, I mean, I don't really need that. I just need something that's going to chuck out things for me. It's an experiment. I can loan it very cheaply. Look at that. £1,000. Keeping everything on the cheap as much as I can until we get some serious money. Which might not even be this year, to be fair, the way things are going. Love the sound of this tractor as well. Let's go into controls. Attached tool. It's under vehicle. Okay. Right, lovely stuff. Four different gear ranges, 24 miles an hour top speed. I'm relatively happy with that, I've got to be honest. I will not complain with this as my tractor, I don't think. It seems to have a good balance, good weight, decent amount of power. We'll pick up the mower, we'll give it a go, we'll see if it's any good. Didn't really leave the mower out in the rain, should I? Problem is I didn't have anything to pick it up with. Right, so let's turn on the mower. Oh no, it's already folded. We'll head over here to the gap. Might be a bit dangerous, I don't know. Change focus to the back. So unfold the baler. Turn it on. Lower it down. Switch back to the mower. Lower that down, and we are cutting grass. Right, so first time I've done this, I'm going to do it outside. I want to see what happens and learn whether or not I can keep going or whether I have to stop and slow down. And at full speed, oh, there we go, look. Yeah, it's just continuously chucking them out the back. That's a lot. That's going to be a lot of those, isn't it? I think probably that's the downside, is that there's going to be lots of little ones instead of a few big ones. I really shouldn't have done it down the middle. That's going to be really awkward to pick up. Still. Live and you learn, don't you? Right, so I could just drive around my field. Drive up and down, and then we'll see how well the whole collection thing goes. Is this the perfect situation? Absolutely not. But I'm trying different things. Trying different things whilst trying to keep costs low. Trying to keep the amount of work low, you know. It's a work in progress. So I think I'll use that bush over there. Come round. I'm going to put a road in here. I've already got like a half an idea of how I'm going to do this. It is only half an idea though. It seems to be working. Is it still chucking them out? Yeah, it's still ditching them out, look. Call this a practice run. I'm going to put autopilot on, save my leg from holding that down. So it's already 8 o'clock. I mean, that has gone really quickly. So it's likely to start raining again. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with these bales if they get wet. Again, it's going to be a bit of an experiment. I think our border's round about here. There we have it, look. Started raining. So we may end up losing all of this. But I'm willing to do that in order to learn. Experiment. Learn. Try new things. You might get lucky, you might lose. I'm only mowing a small bit of the grass, it'll always grow back. been faffing about so long my earphones are running out of power. Slightly annoying. So there's the hedge. Just inside of it. Just over the top of it, I should say. So what happens to grass if it's wet, baled, and stored? Does it rot? Does it turn into hay? What happens to it? I really don't know. So I'm going to experiment. If I put some of it in the silage, I don't even know if you could do that. A bit of grass there, but never mind. 2-minute fix job. Should have a gap to turn around in now on the previous 2 runs. There. I'm wondering how good the bale picker-upper trailer is going to be. Does it ever miss? Are these going to be too small? They shouldn't be too small. It says it can stack them. I would like to get some cows, but I don't know whether or not I've got enough money to really do that. Experiment, say, all an experiment. If it works, brilliant. Let's just have a look. Nothing at all. There's that section I missed. Let's try and get as much of this as I can. Veer off a bit. Try and get as much of that as I can. Small section there still to cut. It's that bit there, it's annoying, but not important in the grand scheme of things. Probably far from maximum efficiency, but that's okay. Mostly all of it, isn't it? Just in time for the sunlight to come back up. We're going to have a strip there, never mind. We'll get over it. Plenty of bales, that's not going to be an issue. To damage any of the existing bales. And it is over there. Okay, I thought there was more grass. Back and pick up that bit. Finish this bit once we're here. Put it up could be interesting. fancy. Okay, so those tufty bits that I've left there, I'm not worried about them. Not worried about them in the slightest. So we'll turn off the baler. I'll get rid of that tree. Unbelievable. Lower that down. Drop that off. Hopefully we got enough turn here. Right, so I'm going to drop the baler off. Head over to the shop, get the baler grabber thingy. Oh, I don't need one of those yet. Be nice to own one, but we're going to have to hire ours. Look, see here. Oh, John Deere front loader, look. Bale loader. So, I don't know how that thing works. But I don't think I want it. I think I want this one. And we'll lease that. It's a couple of grand. Whoa! What I'm thinking is maybe buying this plot of land. I don't know. Everyone's going to be driving all over that. It may be better still just to put a road in here and buy that plot of land with a little bit of trees on it, and then I can have an entrance road coming into the farm here. This could be the entrance to the farm. I quite like that idea. That works. Right, so let's have a little look-see here. So press 4. It's going to load on the right-hand side. So I'm going to have to be careful how I do this then. Really, I need to start up the top. Anywhere near that? Bale is not supported. You absolute scumbag. You absolute scumbag. So I don't want to buy that baler then, because it doesn't work with this bloody thing. What a waste of money. Hang on a minute. Doesn't pick it up. Well, that's really disappointing. I won't get rid of it just yet. I might try a different baler and see whether that works with it. So I've still got all this grass to pick up. All right, new plan. New plan. So we've got levelers. Levelers are used to move chaff and silage and level the heaps in the silo. Okay. So if I grab one of those and lease it. All experimentation. What's going on? Oh, I'm pretty sure I disconnected that from my tractor. Or I was pretty sure I had. Clearly I hadn't. Let's try again. So yeah, I'm now playing figure it out games. It's annoying because those bales are 1.25 in length. Maybe they have to be 1.25 in width and length minimum. So that tiny little baler, not very useful right now. If I could just push all those bales into the silage pit and it works, then we're okay. Otherwise I'm going to have to possibly entertain the painful idea of picking them all up. But that, I mean, I am quite disappointed that that didn't work. Sure this will help. Can't see how this won't work. It's meant for silage operations, so trying to keep my cash as long as possible because I know I've got to get a harvester, got to get some pigs, got to get some sheep. There's a whole lot of stuff I have to do. I don't know how well this is going to go. This is very much an experiment. Could be very successful, could be a total disaster. We'll find out soon enough. I wonder if I need precise control over that leveler to make this work. Apparently that's lowered. Not entirely sure it is. I think we're just going over the top of it. So it doesn't. That's not lowered. It's making the noise, but it's not actually lowering. Aye. Alright, well that's 2 failed attempts. Got to get a bit of luck soon, surely. Slurry tanker, don't need that, thank you. So, if I get a front loader... Oh, it only picks up round ones. That one picks up square ones. I see. So that was something no less than a very expensive lesson. Nearly returned the wrong one then. Right. Golly gosh. Oh, no, don't drive on the crops. Oh my gosh, get off the crops. I don't know if I got lucky there or not. Now my other earphone's running out of battery. Got to make this work. It's the farmer's ethos, isn't it? I have to make this work. Yeah, I quite like the idea of buying that plot of land and connecting up to the road there. It's definitely been a learning experience. 17th of April already. Let's just hope that this baler works. I imagine these are the mistakes that all farmers make. Maybe not farmers in real life, because they'll ask someone, but in this game you would think these are the kind of mistakes that everybody makes. I would hope so anyway. I don't want to be the only one making this mistake. If this doesn't work either, that's 7 grand I've wasted. I've spent a lot of money on this today and not been overly productive. I'm glad I rented them. It's better to make the mistake with a rented item than a purchased item. First one coming up right there. It's get him in position. Looking a bit more likely. How close do I need to get? Hee-haw! Happy man. Alright. Try and get as many of these in as we can. So let's try it at 5 miles an hour, see if it can cope at that speed. Seems alright. Makes a nice clunking noise every time it gets one. Can it just pick up multiples? Seems to be coping so far. Do like that thunking noise. Let's try 6. Seems to be okay. Is that it? I can have a maximum of 14. Okay, so a maximum of 14. Let's go see if I can unload them in the slurry pit. Don't think it's going to work. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from this experiment. Plus I need to inspect them and sort of see what condition they're in as well. Turns so sharply. I don't know if anyone's ever tried this before. It's certainly out there. Right, let's see what happens when I unload. Button 9 to unload. Was it this button 9? Unload bales here. Bosh. Now, question is, so that's now just one big bale. Oh, that's very cool. Fill level chaff 0. So if I cut open that bale, and like separate them. You can see my thinking, can't you? Because essentially that's just grass. It hasn't changed at all. It's still the same thing that it was. Okay, right, so, I mean, worst case scenario, I can definitely get some more of these bad boys picked up. Only picks up 14, which is a bit disappointing. So the other baler seems much better. But then I really like how it turns them into big bales after they've been picked up. Pick up that last one, I'm not sure. So that's 10 already. I think it's missing some, I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be getting every other one. I might be going a bit too fast. So, I'll unload those bales here. And do I just keep going? There we go. Up and running again. Okay. Maybe going too fast, I don't know. I don't know. I think we got that one. Plus, if they're slightly off angle, is that a problem? I don't know. Check with this one here, see if it picks it up at all. Yep, picked it up fine. Cracking. Does work. It might not be the most effective thing in the world, but cheap. Right, there's a double here. Let's see what happens. Don't think it took both. Or did. It took both. Ah, it works. I'm quite impressed. I really am. I've not done this before. First time ever, believe it or not. I know. You think, bloody hell, you play farming sim, you've never done this before. What the hell have you been doing? Wow. Other things. Bit awkward, that one. I'm not sure we're going to get it, but anyway. Sure we pick that one up. We've got a double stacked one here, so we'll ditch this. Try and pick up both of the. Oops. Try and pick up both of these at the same time. And over that one instead of picking it up. They didn't pick that one up, perhaps because it's at too much of an angle. So I do have to take that into account then. Fair enough. Does make sense. I'm gonna go for that one. Don't know why. Changed my mind. got that one or not. Looks like we did. Will we get this one? Not quite. Yeah, I don't know. Baler only allows one bale size at a time, so I can pick up bigger bales with this as well. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I wasn't even trying to pick that up. That was totally by accident. Oh, missed one. A couple of days to get this done, but it's done. Well, that bale was not supported. Interesting. A different message for the same mistake. Loose ones out here, aren't there? Oh, I don't think I'm going to get this one. Definitely harder at night. What is that noise? Remove this one. Right, another couple of runs and we should have them all, I hope. Except for a couple of loose ones that I've missed. We'll try for that one, but I don't think it's gonna. This one over here. Oh, it's a very tight angle. Got it. Covered all of the ones up this end. But we missed one there. Just these awkward ones now. We managed to grab them. Get that one. Try and knock it with the wheel. It's under the tractor. Oh, it's full. That's why we're not getting any. It's full. Weird's gone on there. It says it's empty, but I've got bundle stuck on there somehow. I probably collected loads of these, didn't I, whilst I was driving around whilst it was full. Bastard. It was going really well up until I cocked it up there. Still, first time we're doing it, I'll call that a success. Now we're not picking up any, we've got a problem. Back end was still open. Oh, these bloody things. Where did they go? Come round, come round. Okay, right, okay. Got one. Will we get both? Yeah. Is that it then? Is that all of them? That's it, guys. That was quite fun. I like the tractor. It's doing its thing. Ticking a lot of the boxes for me. Gotta go see if I can squash down this lot, turn it into silage, turn it back into silage, so to speak. I doubt, bearing in mind, I know this game relatively well, I doubt it's got the coding capable of doing that, even though in real life it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Hello?
Dinner.
Okay. That's my dinner call. Let's just check them out here. Oh, it's a full thing all of a sudden. All right. That's a good place to stop. I'll go and get some dinner, and I'll work out what we're going to do next. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now.